if you need me.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two toolies of my own, I don't need a gat.
Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. The swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got some sins in one palm on my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the big dog himself. It's the king of the Monday nights. It be found 109.6. It is the one, the only, the notorious one, the biggest one, your mama like him and all that. The handsome one. TKO. We're back, baby. It's Monday night. And you know what time it is. You know. It's all about that fight time, baby. We're here live in the great, great studio of TKO. Oh, I like to call it the dog house for all my big dogs out there and the ladies right there in the group. Or like we like to call them in this group, the knockout hour. I mean the knockouts. We got the crazy, crazy knockout of the fight fans. Because now we are officially 300,000 strong. That's right. Let's say it one more time. 300,000 strong, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all because of every single one of you. We could not thank you here enough from the Knockout Hour for every single week y'all tune in to enjoy the show. We appreciate it. Hey, y'all motivated me to be uh, way more on social media than I normally accustomed to. I'm starting to work on it. And we got 36 strong here with my man Brian, and we are on temp duty in England. Handsome one, you go, brother. Appreciate it. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Like when you hear handsome, that is see, I love that. That's what I think that's that grown man type of let me fix my camera too. I'm getting tired of seeing like I got a 5 head. There we go. All right. No, but what it is lately I've been hearing the word handsome a lot. I think I appreciate that. Because to me it shows a lot of respect. I know everybody in this day and age is marriages and certain friendships, relationship, whatever they want to call it. A lot of people ain't upfront and bold about their relationships in life. I'm happily married, right? So being a professional wrestler, you everybody sees your body, they see your face, see everything. Uh, I would say when I got into this business, you would think hearing about Triple H and I mean not Triple H, Shawn Michaels and all those guys in the WWE, Ric Flair getting all these women on the road and all that. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. I don't know what women he was talking about. Bro, if you out here on this indie scenes and you out there finding yourself having a good time with the having the meet and greets after the show, boy, you having one heck of a show. I can tell you that. Cause it's some 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 it's some unique looking individuals out here in these wrestling promotions. And then when you see them, God loves them just as much as I do. They may not be your type, right? So for me, I thought it would just be a abundance of just like a bunch of Megan Thee Stallions and all these like beautiful, like abundance rows of women just filled to the gears ready to come for us. No. I must not got high enough in my wrestling career yet. but but for a woman, most of these people at the shows you go to, you gotta kind of read the room. And maybe you look a little better than most would probably. I don't know. I say, I'm a very y'all know me. I'm very nice to try to put things together. All right. When there's some people that's not is their physical looks don't meet what they think they are themselves, and they're overconfident. It's crazy how you had those people look down at you when you don't give them any attention. First and foremost, I'm married, very happily married. I love my wife, my queen. Number two, I didn't come into the wrestling game for those wild stories and all that. I just wanted to see the women in this game, right? Because hey, God gave us two eyes for a reason. When I ain't blind, I can see. So, um, I would say that I feel like I am one of the most best looking people when it comes to wrestling in most of the shows I'm on. I can say that. Any talent. So for me, hearing that more often at my job is pretty cool. When you hear when older women tell you that, it's like a it's like a good job, you know. It's like even have a good cologne on, and somebody be like, "Oh, you smell really nice." It's those subtle things nowadays that people don't take care of no more. It's always the little things, like being well groomed. Like, why not? I mean, gotta work hard at this. Everybody sees your face, right? But the question I had to you, Brian, is, and the rest of you, ladies and gentlemen, for the Air Force, is that number one, are y'all okay? We know that what's going on overseas. We're very concerned over here at home. Um, oh well, thank you very much. I try to. Got to remember, people got to see my face all day, so you got to just make sure you look presentable, you know. And then from there, it is what it is. Um, but I would say, Brian, and everybody out in the Air Force, and everybody out there serving active duty, that's deployed out in the United States, outside of our country. We love y'all. Please, um, please do whatever you can to get back home. In all seriousness, I don't want to get into any type of long-winded conversation about that stuff because I think that's not what we're here for. We come for this show for a reason to get away from those um, situations in life. It said we're in the share, brother. No said, yeah, man. Hey, we're praying for you guys. We're praying for y'all. We really are. I was talking about y'all today at work. Met another serviceman that served in our country, and I always tell and show mad respect for them. I am a kid that my mom was born in. I was born into the Air Force. It was born in the Air Force base. That is, my mama wouldn't let me serve. She wanted me to go to college. Man, I still hate that decision. I really wanted to serve. Anyway, and by the way, Brian, I wasn't gonna pick Air Force. I actually going to pick Marines. So, nothing against the Air Force. Nothing against the Air Force. But yeah, I really do think about that a lot. It's not even like, um, again, not on the political side. I just care about the individuals that volunteered their lives and committed to protecting our country. And I know every decision that the government makes and everyone that think is best for us is something that y'all guys have to deal with. But we're very concerned. It said honestly, America has zero troops on the ground. We are doing mostly drone attacks. All right, awesome, awesome. That's good. That's good to hear. Thank you for the update. Really, honestly. And as well, just keep us updated on the Knockout Hour page. We would love to sit there and see you guys just giving us an update, making sure y'all are taken care of and y'all okay. Because we love you guys. We really do. Yeah, man, I know. My mom was even mad about it too. My mama was mad about it too. She was like, now, number one, I wasn't gonna let you go because I had good grades. I was pretty smart. She just felt like for me at that time, education and possibly playing athletics like football at the time was a better option. Um, however, yes, it was probably gonna be the Marines. Can't even lie to you, bro. I just didn't find to say like at that time. I think it's what they were. It said Sergeant Lewis just lived. My bad, big dog. I'm so. Hey, y'all gotta remember. I said I was. It never happened. It never happened. Okay. I still love y'all. All right. I was born on Warsaw Air Force Base. All right. Hey, all day, all day. Just like my mom's a Washington Redskins fan, I'm a Cowboys fan. Right. I got respect for that. Even though we beat each other up twice a year, right? Come back, Sergeant Lewis. Come back. Remember, we rep Michigan, right? Come back. Come back. But really quick, guys. We had some good action going down this past weekend. Elimination Chamber went down in Chicago. It said we're going to need to work on that choice. All right, cool, cool, cool. So like let's say in hindsight, let's say they need me to come to go serve. You already know I'm at. Just go ahead and send me to the 86. No, first send me to boot camp. Just like with wrestling, I don't want to skip any part to being one of the toughest, baddest divisions in our country's military, and that's the Air Force. I want to learn every single thing that you guys went through so I can know how tough and hard it is to be at one of those elite. Because people got to remember this, even when wrestling training, everybody's not meant to make it through there. There's got to be a select few. And that's because every one of y'all got the biggest hearts. Y'all was determined, y'all kept fighting. Says, honestly, do you look better in green or blue? Ah, you know, to be honest with you, blue, I would look better in blue. Green is my favorite color. I love blue. I look good in blue, but green is my favorite color, does. But like I said, brother, like I said, if I could have gone back, we would have switched it up. I would have just went to the Air Force. I promise you. I promise you. All right. So let me get some stuff out of the way really quick before we come back to combat sports. All right. We have a lot more to talk about wrestling tonight. Wasn't a lot of action going on in boxing and MMA. It was one little fight that one fight that went down. But it said, oh, well, Sergeant Lewis, we lost one, but he's pretty cool. And he is. Hey, don't worry. He'll be back. He'll be back. I know he will. You can't resist this. You can't resist this. I mean, all y'all having a good time. Why not? He'll be back. All right, guys. So we got to pay the bills real quick. So first, before I play a song about OC from NC, we're going to give a shout out to a sponsor that love him so much. Monster Energy drink. That's right, everybody. You see it right here. Go and grab your Monster Energy drink. If you're looking for energy, you're looking for a burst throughout the day, and you want to unleash that beast, make sure you grab you a Monster Energy drink. And they're a proud sponsor of the Knockout Hour. Thank you very much, Monster. All right. Now, no further ado, we're going to get back to some good old OC from NC with that Dr. Giroux. We're going to hear his song, and then we'll be back.
I'm probably laid back with a bad one, big pack in a magnum, big pack full of magnums. Wait, we done got to the last one. See, I'm not like the last one. We done popped out in traffic, we done popped out in fashion. Hey, like we just popped out the plastic, we just popped out a classic. Big old knot, I was laughing. We just stopped out in Dallas. We just watched all the Mavericks. D just knocked off her lashes. She get dropped off in classes, but I be teaching her other shit. Like I be teaching her brother shit. Like we gon' trap today, the little brother shit. We gon' rap today, we gon' cover shit. But I'm just him in the town, really. I'm in here, but the town with me. That little bitch from the town. Had your bitch at the round table, like motherfuck what you bring to it, baby. How the fuck is your brain doing? I'm in touch with what came to her. How the fuck is my name booming? I'm just him in the state, really. Philly joint say she hate Philly, but she throwing subs if we ain't chillin', nigga blowing up. My little cuz said growing up, shit was going up, shit. Knowing us, that little nigga drunk throwing up, shit, throwing up, shit. Throw it up, fuck. Hey, was down, now it's on the bus. Bust down, now she wanna rush. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Now she wanna bust. Bust down, right in front of us. First down, right in front of us. Look, touchdown. Hey, wait. I feel like Marshawn. You know why I'm here, baby? Wait. I feel like a Marshawn. Ain't I flying here? Is shit finna flying here? Is niggas gon' die here? I already killed shit, nigga. We can get the fuck out of here. This shit out of here, though. This shit gotta to go. This shit gotta to go. Gotta to blow. This shit hit from the cell. This shit Dr. Giroux. Got in the dough. Cause that strap on jeans. Them shit's not the Jabos. Got with the bros. They leaving this bitch clean or this bitch not finna close. I should get stock in the foes. SMJ for the code. What? Can't wait for them lows, bitch. SMJ for the code, bitch. Used to couldn't wait for them road trips when picking up weight on the road. Cuz picking up weight on the road. Hey, we gon' wait on them though. Fuck it. Was down, now it's on the bus. Bust down, now she wanna rush. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Now she wanna bust. First down, right in front of us. Bust down, right in front of us. Look, touchdown, touchdown.
Yes, sir. Man, that's the big dog himself, OC from NC, killing it again with that Dr. Jerome. He actually has a new project out. I'm gonna make sure next week we put a song on here from his newest album. I actually um, hate the fact that I be so busy at times I can't be able to join my friends when they out there killing it as they do. He been working on his latest album, and for me, man, I always enjoy his music. And if you guys got some time, it's the Black Phillip live from the Soul Lab. You can check that on streaming, streaming platforms. But if you also like what you heard right there, you can also check out OC from NC on all streaming platforms. And if you're an artist, just like OC from NC, Samurai Dan, you could be next because you can get your tracks spun on this show. Very simply, hit me up at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. It's that simple. Guys, I know you got music. I know you got talent. Let's hear it. Let's see you go out here and bust around. All right, to them. So let's get to some cold hard facts here, ladies and gentlemen, because we got some good old Pressure Point Power Washing North Carolina LLC is a trusted family-owned and operated pressure washing company proudly serving North Carolina from its home base in Fuquay Varina. This local business specializes in delivering top quality pressure washing and soft washing services for both residential and commercial properties throughout the state with a strong focus on communities in the triangle and surrounding areas. It's really hard to read this what it's going on. But it says ready to make your property shine across North Carolina. Pressure Point Power Washing NC LLC makes it easy. Call 919-769-4655 for your free estimate or head over to www.pressurepointpowerwashingnc.com and fill out their quick and easy estimate form. Fast, friendly, no obligation quotes are just a call or click away. So, guys, all that information is there for you at the bottom of the screen. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I know the man himself. He's a great man. Jason Graham, that is. And I really love his family a lot. There's some good people. And he does a great job. I really think that you guys should definitely give him a look, see if you're here in the North Carolina area. And so, yeah, if you're here in the North Carolina area, I would just like people to go ahead and give him a holler, a shout out. Make sure you guys tune in and get a good quote from him. Now, when it comes down to the boxing, we had a fight that went down. Now, guys, again, don't kill me when it comes down to the names here. But you got Emmanuel Navar. All right, we got Emmanuel versus Eduardo Sugar Nunez, and your winner was Emmanuel, and the method was a TKO stoppage, and it was a super featherweight title, uh, un, un, ugh, ununified, ununification. Excuse me. There we go. Got that together. My man Emmanuel dominated the fight and stopped Nunez after a brutal beating to unify the WBO and IBF super featherweight titles, strengthening his claim as one of the top Mexican fighters in the sport today. So shout out to my man Emmanuel. And we got a key takeaway from this is that Emmanuel used relentless pressure and volume punching. Nunez had moments early he couldn't handle the pace, and then at the same time, Emmanuel now holds multiple belts at 130 pounds, putting him in position for bigger fights or potentially moving up in weight. So I think that's right there is something where in the future, I think that we got to keep our eyes on the super featherweight division, knowing that now we have a double champ now, and I think that a lot of times what I've been saying to a lot of people is said I just can't get into boxing. I tried to kind of slow. It can be because and you're right. I think that the thing about boxing is it is a hard sport to really get into because it can seem very strategic, and it kind of is, right? The art of boxing per se is hit and don't be hit. So your defense got to be just as strong or better than your offense. Because why? Any opening you get to your opponent, especially considering in boxing you're hitting from the waist up. Imagine the small surface of the surface area of one half, right, with their body saying from their waist to their neck area, and then from here up, right? It's so many ways you can put punches together and combinations in order to trick your opponent and or put down your opponent. As well as a defense fighter, you got to learn different technique or style. I don't understand the points. The guys that won get hit way more times. No. Okay, so the point system's like this. Traditionally in wrestling, I mean boxing, the win a round is 10-point system. So to say if you won the round, you would get 10 points on the win of the round. Now, from there, if you're the loser of the round, again, now you got three scorers that's scoring this at the same time from their opinion. Now, once the fight, if it goes to decision, they take all the rounds and the times they scored them to equal them out, and that's how they determine who's the winner. And that's how you get your decisions when they go to majority and all that stuff. Now the points again. Now 10 means you won it. 9 means you didn't win the round. 8 or I mean 9 or less means you probably possibly got knocked down in the round and you got back up. You could have got a point taken away for a low blow, illegal shot. They could take another point from you. So there's a lot of ways to have less. But at the end, you're right. They tally up how many rounds you won compared to how many you lost, and that's how you get your number. So the point system again is it starts from 10 to win it that round. And if you lost that round, you try to at least get it 9. You don't want to go below that because it's hard to really catch up in points in boxing. Also, a lot of things in boxing, you're right. Boxing is one of those things, it's a sweet science behind it. Again, you would think it's very easy to say, well, two people could got hands just swinging. That's why boxing and boxers are disciplined and they're one of the hardest people to really take out in a fight situation. Um, in boxing, the thing about a lot of your boxing is number one, in fighting, you turn your body because now instead of being squared up, because most times you see people in the street fight, they're always facing straight up at them with their shoulders squared up to the opponent, which is stupid because all your vital organs, everything your face, i.e., everything here, your center mass is exposed. So when you watch a real fighter, they turn their body to a certain way. So if you're right-handed, you put your right-handed back and your other hand forward. And the reason why you do that is the power hand, which if you're strong with your right hand, will be more back because you want to bring that forward with more force. The left hand or your weaker hand is where you keep the person away and you want to be able to again attack, put some pressure on them, but then you load up and put that power hand on them when you need to because once you turn your body and throw that force, that's what leads to knockouts and big punches and big blows. But you know that it could be very complicated to watch. I can understand that. My wife watches it too, and I had to explain to her like footwork, technique, and style, like where again now you gotta remember turn your body so you shield away your opponent. Now to say after that, you also again you move in certain areas where you forward, back, side to side. What makes a great fighter, and it's very hard to do, is to learn how to fight going backwards. So that's saying, let's say a person's putting pressure on me and they're attacking me. If you're in a situation, somebody's rushing at you, right? What will you tentatively do? Most time, you're gonna back away and get away as far as you can. Now, when you're doing that, you need to be able to attack just as strong as if you was going forward. Why? Because the pressure's coming at you. You can dodge or duck the person as long as you can, but if a person's coming right at you, you got to be evasive. So knowing that a person's coming at you, you need to be as dangerous getting away from them. So as they come in, you want to set them as far as they can. Let's say again, you're right-handed, so you put this strong right hand of yours, bring it back. You got that left hand to keep the person away at bay, so you can keep the pressure away. So you can be able to strike when you want to put that strike. Even with the left, you can do that too, right? But your concentration is you want to be able to again fend that person off so you can attack. Now, a good way of doing things is don't stand straight in front of the person. So if they're coming right at you, what's probably the best thing? Pick a side and come from that angle. Go to the other side, pick an angle. But also, too, what do you want to do the most, Amanda, when you're in a fight? You want to protect your face. So with fighters, too, a lot of their concentration, if you watch fighting, their chin is like this. And their eyes is looking up, like I'm looking at you, right? Now, the reason we do that as fighters is because now it's harder to knock me out if my chin is down. Why? Because my shoulders is up to defend myself, right? So if I'm doing this and someone wants to punch me, no, I know, right? You would think that, and that's probably be a mistake going against a real fighter. You know why? Because you left yourself vulnerable. So now you're grabbing my hair. What you got open? Everything right here is wide open. So what I'm gonna do? Mm, mm, That's where you're gonna. That's where people are vulnerable. So that's what I tell people all the time. Fighting in a professional setting is a skill. It's not a natural. Um, it's not natural to people. Talent is something that God gives you, right? So you can be blessed with talent. Now with that talent, if you use it correctly, that's a blessing. If you don't use it, then you kind of wasted it, right? But to say like when you see fighters and at any level, they have to have training in order to be where they are. It says you're fixing to catch the hands on that chin very quickly. I'm learning fighting, playing hockey. There you go, and that works. It's all about self defense too. Like think about it. The more you learn technique in order to defend yourself is number one concentration in life. It's always protect yourself, right? That self-preservation is what we have to do as individuals. You have to worry about taking care of home yourself. So you're absolutely right. If you're ever in a fighting situation, make sure that again, keep your head down. So if somebody tries to hit you, let's say we're like this, and somebody throws a shot, a right hand over this way, what are they going to hit first? They're going to hit my shoulder before they hit my face. So if they do that and my head's down, it could just bounce off, right? But if my head's up above my shoulder, what can happen? And that's a knockout. That's off balance. That's where you're getting hit. So now I took this big blow and I'm turning back around. What's going to happen? My hand's not up, my chin's not down. That's going to happen. So just always be aware if you're in the fight, if you're going to defend yourself in any setting, it's just word to the wise. Always make sure again, get your hands up, protect your face, and turn your body to a side. Do not allow everything in your body to be exposed in a confrontation. Because once you allow your whole area, surface area to be squared over with your opponent, you're compromised. Because now at this point, if I can attack you, I can hit you at any angle I please and choose. While if I turn my body, I only give you a select area where to hit, right? So if I got this shoulder here and I'm here with my hand here, even if I have my hand low, I still got my shoulder to roll up and protect myself. Because again, I know that punch can engage, right? So knowing that now, boom, that punch here, give a punch. But that's just some tips, everybody. If you watch fighting, take the time to kind of like take one fighter, I would say. Pick a guy at the beginning of the fight. You may not know him, who shot John or anybody. Take that guy and just watch him, how he moves. Do his head move when he sees the punch? Is he doing feint punches? Is his footwork, his technique? And then once you start to hone this in on that one fighter, then take a second to look at the other guy and watch what he's doing. Watch the style of what he's doing. Which way is he moving? Typically, if you're a right-handed fighter, if you're right-handed, you want your opponent to go to your right hand. So what are you going to do engaging in the fight? You're going to use his left hand to push them right. So I'm going to do everything to get that person to get to my right hand. So now they're on this right side of my body, I can attack. Now me, I'm actually a southpaw. So for me, I'm this way. I turn my body the opposite way. So for someone like me, I want them to go this way. Why? Because my strongest hand is my left hand. Now I'm pretty strong on my right as well. But mainly I want people to be able to know that I want you to go this way. Because here behind this way, that's exact. I don't want you to go to the right of me, being a right-handed person, because your hands are now in my face, right? So I can take that. But naturally, with a right-handed person, they're always going to tentatively go which way? They're going to go the way I want them to go because what do they do against a right-handed fighter? They're trying to get away from the right hand. So as a left-hander, it's kind of an advantage, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a left-handed fighter, it'll be a great thing in a professional fight. I'm not talking about a straight fight because most people can't fight at all. But if somebody's going to fight you and you're in a fight, you see they're right-handed, you're left-handed, just wait on the second that they go to your left and knock them out. It's not that hard because that's what traditionally right-handed fighters are taught to do. They're taught to circle to their right to get away from the opponent's right hand. The reason why a lot of right-handed fighters do not fight left-handed fighters or southpaws is because they will walk right into the power punch of the left-handed fighter. Because traditionally, when they're trained for a regular fight, 9 times out of 10 they're fighting a right-handed person or conventional, if you would call it in boxing. So they're going a circle or supposed to left to get away from the power hand. So they're going against a left-handed person. That's exactly where we want you to go. We want you to go to your left, and that's where it is. So that's why boxing is a very unique sport, just like MMA. But you have a lot of things to look for in MMA, and it's a harder kind of concentration as well. But I do love boxing. Boxing has been something where, as a young man, I remember my mom and stepdad ordering the fights, and every time it was a big fight, I watched Sugar Ray Leonard, uh, Sugar Mosley, all of the good fighters in the late '80s, early '90s. My mom and stepdad had so many fights at the house. People come over, and I mean, it was a good time. I remember that's all the times I used to hear Tupac. Remember Little Kim's first album, Hardcore. Like, oh my God, man, it was good times. I was always around grown adults. What the good grown? It was always fun. I learned a lot. That's why I got a little wisdom. But the one thing I always knew was when it came to those fights, I used to sit in front of that TV and just watch and see the technique and just be in all of that. As well as like me and my cousin, we downloaded that game Undisputed. I love that game so much. I love the boxing game. Like that's one game right there. It don't matter if you're good or not. Anybody can get beat on that game, and it's so fun. But even in that game, you would have a game plan for a particular fight. My cousin, he liked to throw body shots because it slows down my person a lot. I always get a southpaw, a switch southpaw on him because I know his how he throws his punches. But we go back and forth, and that's what boxing really is. Like if you have two high class fighters, let's say if you put Floyd Mayweather in his prime versus let's say Sugar Ray Robinson, I mean Leonard. Let's say Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather had 10 fights. There's going to be at least in any situation where you put two legends up against each other in a 10 fight series, they're the best they could do is one would possibly lose two. Possibly. Heck, you can put Muhammad versus Mike Tyson, and you look in there out of that, maybe the better one out of that two will have three losses. Right? So if you was a Muhammad fan, you could say Muhammad will win that series, but I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson will win 3 out of those 10, at least. You know. So that's where boxing styles makes fights, and that's why I do enjoy about boxing. But we're gonna do a quick recap on the weekend. It said that Emmanuel unified the 130-pound division and may now chase bigger fights or move up. You got a massive upset in the UFC main event. We got my man. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, we got a big knockout. Yeah, that wasn't too much more other news than that. Wasn't nothing huge or anything. No title was passed in UFC. So, oh, what one that was. And that's what me and my producer was talking about before the show. It's kind of weird that during this time we're in this law stage of like sports where basketball is currently about to head to the playoffs. Football season is at this point maybe like 2, 3 Sundays from last time we had football. It's a weird stage in sports. I'm not a huge fan of the NBA anymore. Like I still love the Chicago Bulls. Um, Shout out to D Rose, my favorite player of all time. I love you, big guy. I would love to meet you one day, please. Derrick Rose, please. It'd be an honor, sir, to meet you. I stole my whole like technique at basketball because the way you played, man. You was awesome. Send me a jersey or something. But it's funny how like the UFC and boxing hasn't really like picked it up in this time. And I think that's really weird. I think that really is. What's up, Hawk? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, shout out to the Hawk and the Seattle Seahawks. Let me see right there. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks, man. They won the NFL Super Bowl this past. I mean, this in past Super Bowl. Shout out to the Hawk. That's my guy right there. But I would say like UFC and MMA got to pick it up. Y'all at a great stage right now that you're not competing with a lot of other sports. Even to say like right now with WWE, they're picking it up because we now are heading down the road to WrestleMania. I said soft in regards to the current NBA. Absolutely. It's I don't get why you got centers shooting 3-pointers and they 7 foot tall, but then what the point guard supposed to do? Like I do not get the NBA today. It's stupid. Everybody's shooting wide open 3-pointers. I mean, shooting hand in the face 3-pointers when they got wide open layups. I don't care about analytics. As a basketball coach of 10U girls, I see where players will play if y'all stop trying to use a system that doesn't work. You can't tell me a layup is less effective than a 3-point shot at the beginning of a game. Like that is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life. It looks like a regular pickup game that I could go watch at a local rec gym. That's what the NBA looks like. And then in the playoffs, they want to act like they're actually playing defense when they really don't. Because they still half the time is more worried about, making $300 million than they actually are putting on a good basketball game. I don't like the NBA. I don't. I think it's stupid. I see why the numbers are going down. Y'all do not play nobody play basketball that way. And it's funny how the Europeans are catching up and they're getting by y'all. Like the whole league now there's nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because they actually know fundamentals. Instead of worrying about getting a shoe deal or worrying about a commercial, they actually like playing basketball because they actually like playing basketball. Maybe we need to get more people like that in the NBA and they actually be worth watching. Because I'm tired of watching a grown 42-year-old man, LeBron James, whatever, I don't care how old he is. I'm tired of saying, like, why are you still playing? What are you supposed to be earning? Nobody cares. Go sit down. Like, I don't get that. You're wasting time for somebody else that's young that needs an opportunity to play now to further the league and advance the league instead of worrying about a legacy of you're one of the greatest players I've ever seen in my life. That's not for debate at all. But come on, dog. Like, what are we doing here? The league has went past you. Your greater days are behind you. Do us as used to be fans of the NBA so they can go back to the way it should be, more physicality. Oh, I forgot. We got to worry about sponsors. But not here to knock out hour because Monster Energy drink, look, they all about that action. Because we unleash the beast when it comes down to Monster. And when it comes down to Icon Pro Wrestling. I'm going to get into that in a couple of seconds. But I want to hear another song selection tonight. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. Let's hear the Immaculate Constellation from OC from NST. Let's go out of space with this one. And we're going to bring it back to Earth when we come back.
Check. Couple more plays, we about to stop making them. Couple more days, we got to drop weight for them. So stuck in my ways, we about to stop weight. So stuck in my ways, we back in stock. Baxter Stockman, fly on the wall, watching a rock band. Locked in, I locked in, making sense now. Niggas that play both sides got off the fence. I'm convinced when you play those rhymes, you not convinced. Not when this I design like if Plato rhymed. Took a trip out west just to say those lines. One stop in Texas, my only play no rhymes, cause they know I'm timeless. NC's finest, do rewind this. B-Town, but me and B started out with some weak crowds, but look at us, peak now. Look at my week now, I'm weak now. Wait, like it's hard being discreet now. Brand new Jordan 5, see my defeat. All the time, pain turning to rhyme, see my defeat. Whatever's out of control, you all delete, hold the beat, nigga. Fish, still tugging, still thugging, still going, chill dugging. Been a long road, niggas will turn on you. Hey, it's been a long road, still trucking, still thugging, still going, chill dugging. Been a long road, niggas will turn on you. Hey. Slid up to the hill, I'm a Johnny Deal. 3 bad bitches on a monorail. My, think we got a baby, let me grab the wheel. Too much attention on it. You only hear from 10 to 2, what's the tension on it? Just meet me after in the room, what's the tension? Make sure your friends ain't around for the legend. Don't get found in my mentions, baby. Don't get found in the mentions. Cause you define it massive temp, as profound as the Simpsons. Bitch.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. I know you guys do too. And you can find OC from OC on all streaming platforms and on IG at Black Phillip. And guys, like I said earlier, he has Black Phillip live in the studio. I'm gonna update this next week, everybody. Sorry for the not being current. However, you want to get your tracks on this show, like Samurai Dan and or NC from NC. It's very easy. Just hit me up. My email is iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. Now, a couple of good things we're gonna do some house cleaning work. Give a shout out to all my sponsors. Give a shout out to Ego TV. That right there is one of our sponsors, as well as Games to Go Get It. We also want to make sure that everyone knows if you want to be able to get the best TV service possible, please go to watchegotv.com. Tell them TKO sent you, and they'll take care of you. We had Elliot Goins last week on our show, or the previous 2 weeks. We got everything that it needs to know when it comes down to Ego TV, as well as go check them out. I know that he also offers another service if you're looking for a job. And I mean a job that can change your life, ladies and gentlemen. Once I met this man at J&A Solutions, I'm now at my current job now called Buddy's Home Furniture, where I'm a sales manager. All because so many people gave me the tools I needed to be able to be where I'm at today. I'm very grateful, and Elliot had a huge part in that. We call him the GOAT in the sales industry because, in my personal opinion, he is. And I doesn't say that. I don't say that from just because, again, our personal relationship, but I've seen it because this man has, without question, spent several times on the field working with so many people like myself, trying to find a way to change my life. And he's been nothing but there, responsive, and actually call to action. He'll be there for you in order to make it happen. So if you're looking for some job to change your life, I know everybody's out there searching. How can I make something of my life? How can I change my life today? I got the answer for you. Hit up Games to Go Get It. It's very simple. Go ahead and holler at my boy Elliot, and he'll tell you how to change your life today. Believe that. So, what a show we had Saturday. I really do think this was one of the better shows that WWE have put on in a while. Because I can be very critical of the WWE. I can be very uplifting as well, because I do not like to spread positivity. So we're gonna highlight a lot of good things in wrestling right now, but I think that's what we came here to do. We come here to hear the goods and the truth, that is, and I will be very truthful, because I do believe that this business of wrestling has possibly turned the corner. I really do believe that wrestling has become cool again. I know that sounds corny. I know it does, but to a lot of people, wrestling has this bad stigma that I don't understand. Um, we are live performers and entertainers, right? I have experience in this professional wrestling world of entertaining you guys by training and learning how to uh, learn the fine art of wrestling. Now, think about wrestling in a case like this. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. When you guys and ladies go to the movie theaters or at your homes, you download a movie. Let's say, hey, The Avengers, right? When you watch The Avengers, do you think Robert Downey Jr. is really Iron Man? Another question I ask is, do you actually believe there's a such thing called Iron Man? Like there's a man with that suit that's flying around protecting the country. Do you believe that? Right. So y'all would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to a movie, billions of dollars for a whole industry made up of CGI characters that in no remote way, shape, or form is every part any part of that character. Yet y'all would pay money to go see that, buy merchandise, go crazy over it. But when it comes to wrestling, y'all have the audacity to come ask me, a man that has no acting training whatsoever. I will grab a microphone in some matches, and whatever comes out of my mouth is whatever I just said, whatever I just did in this ring, it just happened. And the first thing y'all will sit there and say is that real or did you really hit him? Did you really fall on that dude? Did you really jump off that top rope? Hmm. I really wish wrestling we was that good to actually stop what we're doing right in front of your face, some magical way, and doing like some hidden trick where if I jumped off this top rope, some producer yells out and screams, "Stop!" And somehow in midair with no cables, nothing attached to me, I'm supposed to stop in midair. Now they come out, put a stunt double in, magically somehow put a whole nother person in there in the same exact spot, yells action. The person hits the mat and Mr. Person hits the mat. Then they said stop again, put me in the ring, take the other person out, and then say action. If you have ever seen that in wrestling or seen that in a live show, please tell me so. I would love to see a comment that said that. Please. Because I do not understand why do y'all ask those type of questions to a professional wrestler? You don't ask LeBron James, can you go shoot the ball before the game or you could play on the team with the Lakers? If you said that, then I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You need to go talk to someone that provides um, mental health services, because you are delusional. I mean, honestly, people will say that like you just like y'all don't get it. You would say something to me like, "Did you TKO? Did you do this and do that? What did you just see? Hmm? Like I don't get that. I just be as a kid when I found out wrestling, the outcome was predetermined. It didn't change for me because it's literally a soap opera. It is a physical soap opera. Everything that we do in those moments literally just happened. Whatever you seen, we can't take that away. There's no way I can make you not seen that I missed that punch or I missed that kick or there's absolutely no way to take that away from you, right? But why do you expect perfection in wrestling? No more do you don't expect perfection in your own life. It's ridiculous to me. I find it so funny. Like I don't understand it. Or let's say, for instance, I go do years of training to do what I do. For me, it took me a year and a half. Who knows why? But I'm gonna be honest. It's not like I'm upset of no. Everybody has their own timing when it comes to wrestling. When you debut, when everything starts to move right and it clicks. And as a worker, you would know that when you're training. You feel it. But when someone says to me that, and I'm not offended, don't trust me, that they want to be a part of my company and all this, great, go to training. Well, I don't want to do that. I just want to go out there and punch somebody. Right, right. Again, when have you just volunteered to be like, hey, Brian, I want to go to the U.S. Air Force to go shoot somebody. Now, I don't want them to shoot me back now. I know I can shoot a gun, but I don't want to go through all that training to know when they shoot back what to do. I ain't worried about that because I'm going to shoot and get every single one of those ones over there. Don't worry about the training part. Y'all did that. Y'all did that for me. Y'all set the stage. So we're here now. Now I'm here. I'm going to shoot at them. But when they shoot at me, you make sure they don't shoot me because I don't know what to do when they shoot. Do you know how, like, when people do to say that to me, I just be staring like, so why did I waste my time for a year and a half if I had that same mindset? Then everybody was it. Then who would be the crowd? Who would be the enemy if everybody thought that way? Nobody would ever win a fight. It'll never be a war ended. And I ain't saying this to diminish anybody. I say this because sometimes leave things up to professionals and the ones that sat there and sacrifice their time, their energy, and their money to be where they are in order to entertain y'all. Like, seriously, what else are you going to do? Especially, and I'm in my city, Graham. There's nothing to do past 8 o'clock at night. It's one of those towns where, like Mayberry, as soon as it get dark, get in the house. There's nothing to do. And you mean to tell me you'll be willing to miss seeing the hottest, the baddest man in the land, TKO, at your local high school that's right down the road? Come on, baby. What's wrong with you? Like, seriously. Like, I say this because it's the truth. There's nobody this here in North Carolina, and I'm going to say, number one, in Alamance County better than me. Number two, there's nobody better than me in North Carolina. And I stand on that. Why? Because I am who I am. I'm TKO. You understand that? Everybody come to me, you know about this person? No, I know who you talking to me. The Gals Junior Heavyweight Champion. Because I don't talk my talk enough. See, one thing I recognize is I put in all the effort to sit there and let y'all know what my shows are, where I'm going to be next. And then you come up and ask me after the show where I'm going to be. I'm going to still be killing it in front of the same crowd that shows up for me and shows me love and keeps showing out because they know who the man is. Y'all need to come see it for yourselves. See, you hear about me, you know about me, but ain't seen me. Well, come check me out. Because on March 28th, Icon Pro Wrestling, it's the 10th show, it's going down to Graham High School. EGTV, as well as Games to Go Get It, is our proud sponsors of the main event. And we're so happy and blessed to have this opportunity because this boy right here, TKO, is main eventing the show. My Gals Junior Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. The officials at Gals said, TKO, if you lose this title, don't come back. So I got way more to lose. But I got a lot more to gain. Metallica, you got a lot coming to you, big dog. I mean a lot. See, I put this show on my back for a reason. Because when the pressure is put on me, I'm a diamond. And I'm going to shine brighter than you have ever seen and everybody else in Icon Pro and everybody else in this independent wrestling game. I am that man, and I stand on that. If you want some, you can come get some. Because on March 28th, it's going down. Because I'm going to wash every single thing there is to know when it comes to the doubt that you have about me. All the questions you ever had about who is this man. Because I will answer them on March 28th. Because I'm not losing my title. Because I know when I go into that ring, I'm willing to die for what I say and what I do. Because this is what I do in this wrestling business. I fight. I win. And on March 28th, I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do it again because that's what I do. See, all these other wrestlers out here, there's a lot of them. Y'all play wrestling. This is a character. This is fun. No, this is just me. Everybody know this is me. Only thing you're doing is just turning me up. See, I'm on this show, I'm having a good time, I'm having fun. But no, I'm serious. When I turn this thing up to 10, everybody know when they're in front of every single crowd I step in front of. Every single handshake to every time I'm sitting there screaming, I'm yelling, and because I'm giving y'all everything I got. Because I always do that to the best. You call out any person you want, and I will put them to the test, and I will finish them off just like the rest of them. And you're right, Brian. You are absolutely right. Because I don't sit there and talk enough about me. I don't sit there and big myself up enough. I do too much to sit there and think that little of myself. And I know the knockouts in this chat box all over the world. Y'all know who the man is. And because I sit there, have I not told y'all the truth? Have y'all not seen me go out there and lay down for anybody? Because they take me out, they got to do everything it takes to take me out. And I still get up. And that's what's going to happen on March 28th. No matter what you do, Metallica, you got to realize I got this whole school on my back because this is my high school. I got this championship on my shoulder. You not taking that from me. And I got a whole city that's here that believes in me. And I'm going to sit there and put everything I got to let these people know I love them. And they got their money on the best wrestler in this business. Believe that. March 28th, Icon Pro presents Icon Pro 10. It's going down to Graham High School, North Carolina. That's not on 3 Challenger Road. Get your tickets online. You can go to iconpro.square.site. That's iconpro.square.site. Get your tickets now. We got front row seats. That's $25. That's VIP guaranteed front row with a free one-time printed t-shirt. As well as we got general admission at $10. And hey, for a family of 4, if you go ahead and get those tickets, we'll make sure you get in for $10. Let's get you $30 for a family of 4. So we got so many reasons. But the biggest reason why we're doing this is because Graham High School Athletics, we want to make sure those young men and women go out there with the best equipment possible and make sure that they get the stuff that they need in order to go out there and keep battling hard to go pursue their dreams to be great too. I believe in you, Graham High School. I love y'all. And we're going to do everything we can to get that house rocking and rolling on March 28th. I'm fired up, as y'all can see on this show. Really quickly, what happened in the WWE? Randy Orton won the Elimination Chamber. He will be going against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 42. You got Rhea Ripley. She is going now against Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42. We now have solidified some other matches where CM Punk will be going and defending his title against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. AJ Lee defeated Becky Lynch. She is now the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. So be ready for a match, possibly right there, a rubber match to meet at WrestleMania. We got Seth Rollins return as the masked attacker, which shocked a lot of folks. I believe just like a lot of other people that they had a bunch of staging for weeks until this past week, and I think that really was this time, as we all seen, was Seth Rollins. We had an excellent match with Finn Balor and CM Punk. But I would say, ladies and gentlemen, get ready, because this road to WrestleMania is going to be fun. I know a lot of people that sit there and seen this WrestleMania would not be like the others, and you're right. Let's see what this show has to offer, because they're still filling the card out just as much as we are at Icon. So just be ready and be fired up for 2 great events. That is March 28th, and then we got WrestleMania going down too. But ladies and gentlemen, to all my 300,000 people strong worldwide, we got the beautiful and handsome ladies and gentlemen, the finest when it comes down to this combat sports entertainment podcast land. My name is TKO. I am a professional wrestler and a owner of Icon Pro Wrestling. If you want to hit me up and check out my matches, hit me up at TKO336, as well as hit me up on the social medias as that Teddy Island Jr. on Facebook. And then as well as hit up Icon Pro Wrestling LLC on all social media platforms. But hey, we got a good night of wrestling going down on WWE We know Roman Reigns is coming back on the show tonight. So let's get ready to acknowledge. Let's acknowledge the great one. And we'll get back to it next week. So everybody, thank you for joining us in Knockout Hour. It's your boy TKO.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the bull is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two toolies of my own, I don't need a gang.
Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that you gonna have to go through both. That swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push the starter feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got 7 sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.